Hello and welcome back to BANNERPAGE. Isn't this a crazy mod? Oh, it certainly is. 2.0 is now upon us. If you'd like to check it out, there is a link in the description. We're going to get straight into it. Now, here's the really cool change that has been implemented recently in 2.0. At least I think so. I don't believe I remember this. Basically, what you can do is you can completely change how you start the game and how everyone reacts to you, which is really quite amazing. So, for example, you could actually start as a Bandit Leader, which I think we're going to do. We're going to start in Swadia as well. I think that sounds like a good idea to me. And otherwise, what you can do here is you have 14 points to spend, and this basically determines what stats you start with when you go into the default character creation, because obviously this is just an extra feature that BANNERPAGE has implemented. The developer is very passionate about this and does an extremely good job. So let's actually have a look here. I'm gonna go for something like this, 9876. That was completely on purpose. No, not at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to level up our archery and our one-handed weapon proficiency. So let's get one-handed and archery to around about here, because what I would like to do is use a bow. And we're going to be increasing our horse archery and our power draw and our pathfinding. These are all the basic skills that you're going to be seeing on our character when we go into the actual character creation, which you'll see in just a second. It's going to be really quite fantastic. Let's go for some Weapon Master there. Let's go for some Iron Flesh as well. And there you go. So now we're going to be doing realistic saving, and we're going to be calling ourselves Mr. Barney Beartild, as we always do. And as you can see here, we now have the default 4 attribute points that I can indeed spend wherever I want. I'm going to be spending them in agility, strength, and intelligence, so that I can get an additional point in pathfinding, more points in every single other thing that I really want to go for. So for example, power strike as well. And we should probably spec a little bit into prisoner management too, because that's very important as we go forward here. And I'm going to go for 1 point inventory management too. So let's go for some archery. Let's go for some one-handed. I'd like to try and get a bow as soon as possible. Not entirely sure if it's really going to be possible that early on, but we'll see. All right, so let's have a look here. Let's see if I can maybe let's get an oh, there we go. That's perfect. All right, let's go for something like this. There we go. Perfect. And let's go into the game. All right, so we have some deserters upon us already. That might be a little bit too much for us at the moment, I think. Anyway, I don't have Power Draw 4, unfortunately. I guess I'll have to maybe purchase something like this, because here's the thing. When you start as a Bandit Leader, you have 15,000 dinars to start with, which is pretty crazy in my opinion. And I'd love to get Power Draw 4. Do you think I can I actually even do that when I get to the next level? Let's take a look. No. I need 2 more levels to be able to do that. Okay, so let me just very quickly see if I can maybe buy some armor that might be a little bit better than what I'm currently wearing, because as you can see, I'm literally just wearing a hood, which is not exactly good. This armor is pretty decent though. As you can see, it's got 30 body, 10 leg. Should be quite nice. And let's get a reinforced male coif. That seems pretty good. Look at that. It's only 255. Should be pretty easy for us to use. I'd like to get a shield as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably get a reinforced old heater shield. That's only 129. Super cheap. And we can also wear this, or shall we say ride this sumpter horse instead of the mule. But we'll keep the mule for the extra speed on the world map. And we also have this, which requires 10 intelligence to read. It's +1 looting after reading. Should be a fantastic thing for a looter-based bandit character. So that should be kind of cool to see. And we're going to get some bread just to make sure that we're all good. Technically, what I could do is I could go into the arena right now, but I don't know whether I really want to do that just yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if maybe what I can do is maybe force some people to join me. There is... Oh, wait a minute. There is actually a tournament in Suno. I think we probably want to participate in that as soon as possible. I really want to get that bow. Maybe there's another bow that I can potentially purchase in Suno here. That would be nice. Hunting bow, no. Ah, longbow, perfect. Okay, yes, absolutely perfect, fantastic, good, good. And, ooh, forked bolts, they look so fun. Look at that, good for hunting and unarmored targets. Ooh, yes, I'm liking the look of those. Yeah, but we're just going to be using some regular arrows here. Those are, of course, for crossbows, so we're obviously not going to be doing that. I'd love something like this eventually. Also, grenades. They're fantastic, as we know, great for castle defense and assault. I might very well just spec a little bit into power throw just so that I can use those, because they're going to be super, super good for, as I say, castle defense and so on. And we might very well need them. Anyway, let's go into the, oh, wow, 80%, 80% difficulty? No, thank you. I don't want to do 80% difficulty. I'd like maybe, let's have a look, 2 teams of 4 members each, something like that. We'll go for a bow and arrow and a one-handed and shield. And I think that's pretty much all I can really go for here. Let's wager a little bit. As you can see, you're not really going to be getting much unless you go for additional points. So let's go for 2 points. And I will wager a grand total of 43 dinars by the looks of things. All right, let's try it. I don't think this is going to go too well, but we'll try it as best as we can. Considering we are a horse archer, it might actually work out quite well. Ooh, good damage already. Unfortunately, I'm getting murdered. Yeah, actually, not too bad. Actually, not too bad. Yeah, I'd like to try and maybe increase... Oh, dear. Well, that's not too good, is it? Oh, he doesn't have a shield. This should be easy for me. This should be easy for me. Unfortunately, my horse is taking an absolute battering right now. I might not even be able to do this. Ah, no, I think I probably won't be able to. So I'm actually going to exit the tournament here because I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I have too low skills. Don't think it's going to pay the bills for me to do that. So anyway, we're going to go into the tavern here because you never know what you're going to be getting. Let's have a look. Traveler, mounted crossbowman. Yes. Should we get some mounted crossbowmen? Yeah, let's hire all of them. And let's hire these guys as well. And, oh, nice. We also have a companion joining us as well. And who is this? Ah, play a card game? I suppose morale. It might be a morale NPC to speak to. Unfortunately, I don't need anything there. And, ooh, look at this. We have a merchant. Not entirely sure what he is all about, but he seems to be selling some prisoner-taking stuff, which is... something I might very well want to buy. So let's have a look. Weapon reach 70. I guess we're going to actually go for something like this. So it doesn't really matter. I guess I'll just go for something like that. And then we'll continue onward. There we go. Okay, what about a horse? Do I want to get a better horse? 45 speed. I'm currently riding on a thing that is 37 speed. So 45 speed seems pretty good. I think I will probably do that. And then we will move on. Okay, who's this? Forest bandits. Okay. Well, I have a number of extra people now, so I should be able to deal with these forest bandits relatively easily. But bear in mind that that is where most of my units are going to come from unless I can do forcible recruiting, which is also going to be something that might be a bit problematic. Now, I'm not actually going to want to fight in the in the nighttime here. I want to fight in the daytime, so if I can, I'd like to have that be a thing. Unfortunately, it seems like I've lost the forest bandits now. Alright, so we're up against some looters here, and the main reason why I want to do this is so that I can potentially take some prisoner, I can just level up a couple of forces here, and of course get poked in the face by a very large stick, because how can we not want to do that, of course. So yeah, and we can also try out and see exactly how good our mounted crossbowmen actually are. They seem to have lances, which is pretty impressive, and, oh, I'm being stopped by a tree. Isn't that always the way? Yes, that is always the way. Anyway, let's see if I can maybe take him prisoner, because, of course, no, that's not going to happen, obviously. Yes, our mounted crossbowmen are pretty good by the looks of things, so we should have a pretty easy time of defeating people, at least initially, with that. And we are going to have to do forcible recruiting as well. That's going to be a thing that we will have to do. And I would like to be able to find some more companions if at all possible as well, because if we can find some companions that have surgeon skill, for example, so I assume because we have Mattchu already, we should be able to find someone like maybe Ymira? Maybe Ymira would probably be pretty good for us to get. And hopefully she's going to be, unfortunately, not in this tavern. Not in this tavern, but hopefully another one relatively soon. Alright, so here we go. We're actually in a battle against some Sea Raiders. They are going to be very difficult for us to deal with, in my opinion. So let's see if we can make a good go of it here. And where am I? Oh, they're counted as archers. Okay, they're counted as archers. I actually thought they were counted as like mounted cavalry or something like that, but no. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. I hope that these guys will not be able to hit me from here, and maybe I can do some damage with my bow just to try and gain some skill. But unfortunately, it seems like most of them have their shields up. So hopefully my crossbowmen might actually shoot them. They might actually shoot them a little bit. Of course, this is draining all of their thrown weapons, or it should drain all of their thrown weapons, and then they'll be less likely to deal significant damage to our own forces. Unfortunately, I am starting to slow down now because my horse is running up the hill, so that might be a bit bad. But it seems like, there we go. They're actually starting to shoot now a little bit. At least, I hope so. Because here's the thing, I really don't want to lose any units. If I lose some units here, we're going to have some problems. Like, big problems. So, I'm hopeful that we'll do okay. Alright, so it seems like most of them have now run out of throwing weapon ammunition. So, we should have a pretty easy time of moving our archers back. At least moving our mounted crossbowmen back. And then seeing if we can potentially... Because look at these guys. They literally have they have pole arms. These guys having pole arms is probably not the best idea, is it? But anyway, we're just going to tell everyone to charge here. Going to tell our cavalry to charge as well. Let's see if I can maybe do something. Yes, unfortunately, they have pole arms. And pole arms are extremely good against cavalry, as we know. So it might be a bit bad for me to... Oh, no. Okay, here we go. Yes. Okay, good. Good damage, people. Very nice. Try and take him prisoner. I'd like to get this guy. Oh, yeah. Sea Raider leader. He is going to sell for so much money. Or we can potentially try to persuade him to join us. Because, of course, he is a Sea Raider. So, you know, bandit units are generally going to be something that I will be on the lookout for. And we'll see how that goes. But otherwise, there you go. That is a nice victory for us. Unfortunately, we did end up losing 9 units. But what did we end up losing mostly? Mostly these guys. Yeah, well, that's not particularly good. But we do get a number of people that we can rescue. So that is also quite nice. So we'll see how that goes eventually. Ooh, nice. Okay, we're going to get some nice armor here. And oh, nice helmet too. Okay, yeah, this is looking very, very nice indeed. Okay, I'm happy with this so far. Oh, I really need more inventory space, don't I? Yes, I really need more inventory space, so definitely going to have to do something about that. We have leveled up by the looks of things as well. Nice. Okay, happy to see that too. Let's go for some more strength because I'd like to get more power draw as soon as possible. Let's go for some more... I'm actually wondering now. We'll probably go for some more inventory management because we're going to have a number of problems if we cannot loot things, you know. That's going to be a bit of a problem. So this is also going to be a bit of a problem, having a number of people stacked on the town, so I can't actually get in there, but thankfully we were able to. So let's sell everything that we can. Ooh, Nordic Shield. That's fantastic, actually. Going to take that. I think the battered one is actually a little bit better, so we'll just take that, and then we'll just sell everything else. Maybe apart from... Oh, no, I'm actually wearing some pretty good boots. Look at that. Guess I'll keep these boots for Mattchu because maybe she could utilize them in some way or another. Let's sell all of that. Okay, there we go. That's decent enough. And we're actually going to be buying a couple of acres here. Let's just buy 1 acre for the moment. And we're just going to go for a little bit of snowball action. So, in other words, just trying to build up slowly, get our people... get our investment in those people as best as we can. Let's go and equip her with a shield, or maybe this one. Is she using it? Yep, she's using some decent stuff. Let's give her some new boots. Let's give her a helmet. And what about her chest piece? This is better for her. There we go. All right, that is looking pretty nice. Let's get a huntress here. And we can now go into the tavern because there might be a ransom broker. It would be quite nice if there was. Hero Sven, hello there. Do you want to join me? 500, sure, okay. Oh, nice, ransom broker, great. Okay, yeah, so we're just going to sell all the prisoners for 460, and we have these guys who can join us for 370, so they basically gave us all that we needed pretty much for recruiting those guys. Now, we do have another person that has joined us, Sven, and we're going to take a look at him real quick. Okay, so he definitely needs some new armor, so I'm going to give him my old armor right there. I'm going to give him a shield. He's actually using a bastard sword, a two-handed and one-handed weapon, so it might very well be that he doesn't even need a shield, because maybe he wants to use it as a two-handed or something like that. But anyway, we're just going to move our companions all the way to the top now, and we are going to make them... Oh, they're actually all tagged appropriately, although I am actually going to change the mounted crossbowmen to cavalry now. It just makes much more sense, in my opinion. Alright, there you go. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be spending almost all my money here. Get on your knees and start begging. Yeah, I could technically do that. That would probably be a good idea, but at the moment, I think not. Let us see if I can maybe... I'm not that low in HP, so I should be able to deal with these guys. Nice, nice. That was good. That was really, really good. Being able to get into a battle with just one group, especially when we're surrounded by so many, that was very good. And let's have a look. How much cavalry do I have? Wow. I have over 10. That's pretty good. That is pretty good, because that means that I should be able to charge at them relatively nicely, especially considering that my mounted crossbowmen come equipped with lances, and those lances are going to be very damaging if we can charge at the enemy full speed. So let's see if we can actually do that. Let's go straight up and just charge. Let's charge everyone in here and see if they can maybe take out a couple of people with their lances. Maybe I can take out someone. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Take that guy prisoner. That's what we want to see. And maybe I can get him. Yes, yes. Nice. A little bit of damage to that one as well. And maybe a little bit more. Nice. Oh, we got the Sea Raider leader himself. That's good. Any more cash we can get, that is all that we really need. Just more cash. More cash. All the way. Yes, come on, Sven. You're doing a good job, sir. I might very well die here. This guy... Oh, never mind. We got him. We got him. That's all we needed. And there we have it. Nice. All right, so we did end up losing 6, but that's, again, not a big deal. Not a big deal. It's absolutely fine, because we're going to be taking these guys prisoner. We're also going to be getting a whole bunch of loot, which is always nice. We're going to sell all of this. And we have also leveled up, which is also something that we have to bear in mind, that we are investing in ourselves. I'm going to get another point in power draw there. We're going to get some more archery. Bear in mind that I'm not using archery right now, just purely for the fact that I want to get into the battle as soon as possible. Try and assist our units as quickly as I can, because obviously if I'm just shooting from the back, I'm not really going to be able to do too much, unfortunately, at the moment, especially considering Sea Raiders have a massive amount of, well, everything. They have good armor, they've got, good shields and everything, so it's very, very difficult to, get them dead. But look at that. Very small amount of prisoners, and we're already back up to 1,300 dinars, which is exactly the strategy that we're going to try and use here. And I'm going to level these caravan guards into mercenary horsemen, I think. I'd just like them to be straight up heavy cavalry, or as heavy cavalry as I can possibly get, of course. And we're now going to be fighting against some Taiga bandits. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Let's go and charge straight on in. And, well, we kind of need to charge straight on in against them, I think, because they have ranged capability for the most part. We've got to be a bit careful, though, because I think they do have two-handeds as well. Yep, they do have two-handed polearms, which would have been very problematic if I'd gotten hit by one of those, but thankfully I didn't, at least at the moment. Yes, look at that. My mount took 61 extra damage. It's crazy. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can get that. Ah, yes. The reach on this thing is not exactly great, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. Look at that. There we go. We actually got a veteran and knocked him unconscious. Let's see if we can get this other guy. Nice, nice. Okay, we got him too. My horse is down, but that's not a big deal. Nice. Oh, and that was the leader. I didn't even know they had a leader. I thought they were just, you know, a bunch of veterans surrounded by normal units. But there you go. We ended up losing no one, which is fantastic. And that means, oh yeah, capture all these. That's what we want. And a new bow potentially. Yep, this is actually a better bow than what I'm using. Nice. Very good to see that. We have a bunch of javelins here. Unfortunately, I'm not a thrown weapon. Not a thrown weapon character in this series. If you'd like to see, by the way, my previous character in Banner Page, there will be a link in the description. I don't actually want to fight these Sea Raiders, so I'm going to just run away because we have a number of pathfinding points, which are certainly not going to waste at the moment. Let's see if I can just get around. There we go. Really did not want to fight those guys. Not right now, at least. We would probably be able to do quite a good number on them. In a little bit, but obviously not at the moment, in my opinion at least. So let's just take these guys down. There we go. Sell that. And then Sven doesn't have a helmet, but now he does. Oh yes, now he does. Anyone needs to level up? No, no one needs to level up. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So let's go back into the tavern. Where is the ransom broker? He should be here. There he is. And look at that, 652 dinars once again. And we've sold everything apart from these things right there. And we're now going to go in here, buy another acre. That's another 1,100, which is perfectly fine. And now we're just going to wait here for some time, restore ourselves, and get ready for the next episode. I thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to download the mod, there is a link in the description. Highly recommend Banner Page. It is really, really fun. Anyway, I'll see you next time.